Well, we're here. Let's get inside. Careful, I just had the steps redone. Yeah, I always trip over it. Gosh, and finding my house keys is the worst. Whew. Alrighty. Welcome to my home. Come inside. Ah, yes. Tons of art everywhere. I guess you can say I'm something of a art connoisseur. Ooh, this right here is an original Frida Kahlo piece. One of her most notable. The Two Fridas. To me, at least, it's an exquisite piece. A visual representation of humility, if you will. Or the duality of a person. In this painting, Frida shows both sides of herself. One showing purity, with the heart displayed, and the other stained with red and a missing heart, connected by a single artery. It's said that the side with the heart is the one that reflects the love that Rivera had for her, and the other is the side that he rejected. Also, she apparently had identity issues. I find it to be a very relatable piece, so I just had to get my hands on it. Worth every penny. How do I relate? Well, we're gonna need a few drinks for that. Any drink of choice? Nice. You go ahead and get comfortable while I make those drinks. Yeah, make yourself at home on the couch. How long have I lived around here? Oh gosh. I've pretty much been born and raised here. I moved around a bit in my teenage years and early 20s, but I found my way back. What about you? What brings you here? Ah, yes, the city. It's beautiful. I mean, the saying is true. There's really no place like New York. It's not for everybody, though, and that's the beauty of it. What do I mean? Well, I feel like people move here thinking it's a friendly, happy-go-lucky place, and quickly they get a reality check. It's a very independent place. The loners thrive here. Everyone tends to mind their business, and here we live in peace with the outcasts. That's what I love about it. But enough about me. I want to know more about you. What got you into law enforcement? Is it something that you've always wanted to do? Oh, yeah. Well, I think most people that end up in this field have a hero complex. The need to save others, or at least in this area, bring people justice when it's too late. Maybe because they never received justice at one point. Nonetheless, it's nice that people with completely different backgrounds can come together with a common goal. Is that how I ended up here? Well, my journey has been long. I have tons to talk about. Where do I start? I mean, I've always had an interest in crime solving. I studied psychology, initially with the intention of becoming a therapist. Somehow made my way into CSI work, and there I learned a lot. I mean, you see so many crime scenes, so many victims. I was always able to figure out what happened and how, but I guess you can say my background in psychology made it very unfulfilling. I needed to know why. Why what? I mean, the cause of these cases. Because I would always see the effects of it. And I don't know, now I get to do that, so I'm happy. But anyways, earlier you said you had more on the case. I'd like to know what that is. Oh gosh, more notes. I'm kidding. Okay, let me go through this. So, the males have nothing seemingly in common, like we said, nor do the women. I'm still not understanding what you're trying to do. You think there may be a connection? Well, please do. Elaborate. Interesting. So, you weren't able to find a connection between the victims based on their genders. That pretty much tells us that the suspect wasn't profiling victims off of any bias, really. Every scene showed passion and rage, which tells us they were all personal, but we've made no connection between the deceased. Until now. What do you mean? The missing male from a wealthy family and the female found in the canyon? Yeah, what about them? You found something that could crack the case. Oh, really? Well, have you told anyone about your findings? No, just me. Well, I'm glad to be the first to know. These cases have been cold for a while now. It's always good to know what's going on with them. So, tell me about this newfound discovery between the two victims. They knew each other. They were in a relationship. For a few years, actually, before. I know. What do I mean? I mean, I knew that already. So why isn't that information in the file? I mean, why would it? It would just open up a can of worms. I mean, that right there is vital information. Certainly not enough to connect each victim, but enough to create a profile on who the suspect may be. And we can't have that, now can we? Oh, come on. Why the face? That expression you're making right now, that's fear. Almost betrayal, but mostly fear. You're putting all the pieces together right now in your head. You know, the past 5 years, no one has been clever enough to figure it out. But you, a transfer with barely any rank, not much knowledge on the inner workings of criminology. It's impressive, honestly. But you know the saying, right? Come here. What did curiosity do to the cat? Go on. Say it. Aw. You want to run, don't you? But you can't. Oh, you're looking for this? Your phone? I swiped it when you walked through the door. You put it in your pocket, so I made sure I had every potential issue taken care of. Oh, sweetheart. You're wasting precious energy trying to crawl away. Come on. Let me get you back on the couch. What did I do to you? I didn't do anything. It's your drink, silly. Well, the Rohypnol, if we're being specific, takes about 15 to 20 minutes to kick in. And we've just been chatting it up. I mean, symptoms are pretty standard. Dizziness, slurred speech, which should kick in pretty soon. Looking at the time, difficulty moving, confusion, and the best part, memory loss. But no need to worry. I will enlighten you with everything that you want to know. I feel like it's only fair to reward you with the information you were so relentlessly seeking. But first, I need to cover my tracks. So while you fall asleep, we're going to go back to your house. Well, I am. But not really. I'm just going to drive to your house so your phone can ping there last. And don't worry, once I get back, I'll get you prepped and ready. So you sit tight and, well, we have a lot to talk about. Oh, and don't do anything stupid. These walls are soundproof, and the next house isn't for another mile. This is one of those instances where you just accept it, okay? And, to ensure that, give me your arm. Don't worry, it'll just be a little poke to put you to sleep a little quicker. Oh, and don't worry, I won't hurt you yet. Okay? Let's see. Nice and hydrated. This would only be a pinch, okay? 1, 2, there we go. Let's get you nice and comfortable. Come on, here's a pillow. Alrighty, now that you're nice and tucked in, I will see you once I get back. Bye.